Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I have rearranged my art area again, and I would very much love to show you before I go on vacation next week. Right now you are sitting on my new desk. Well, new to me desk. It is a refurbished desk that we picked up off of the side of the road. It was covered in paint and covered in glue and all kinds of stuff, so I peeled off a lot of that. I sanded it down and I have painted it a very light gray color so that it's easy for the backgrounds for my YouTube channel when I'm making artwork. And I completely rearranged the art space. I took out that old desk and now I have more room for more storage, and I would very much like to give you a tour of that. So if you would like to see the tour, definitely keep watching and cue the tour now. Okay, so I am now sitting on my little chair that is here. You can get a better view of the area right now through sitting on this. And this is the new desk. Again, I picked it up off the side of the road with my roommate. We saw it and I wanted it, and I painted it gray, just like the color of the wall. I used the same paint as the wall, and surprisingly it turned out much lighter on here than it did the wall, which is weird. I don't know why that is, but I'm fine with it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. This little area, I need to kind of touch this area up some, but this area is like a little worse for the wear, but I sanded as much of it as I could and I painted over it. Like the whole surface of this table was completely covered in paint. And I'm guessing it belonged to an artist as well. Again, I'm not sure. It could have been used for crafts. There was a lot of like dried up hot glue on the table that I scraped off with my paint scraper and all of that fun stuff. So now it is almost like brand new. I sanded the bottom of the desk and I've painted all underneath and the legs, and as you can see, it's like really turned out really nice. So these are the two sketchbooks that I am sketching in currently. Those ones over there are ones I want to do a sketchbook tour with. I did take down a lot of the art from my wall. I only have some up while I figure out how I want to rearrange it this time. So over there is my string pulling painting, the first one that I did that I do have recorded and I am going to be uploading. And then I have my palette knife roses, and down there is like, we'll get to that. I have this painting over here. This will be storing all of my artwork once I move it from behind the curtain. I've moved my rug to be the other way. Ignore the Lysol spray. I've been cleaning the area. This is where I have all of my artwork right now, is stored behind the curtain, so it's like kind of out of the way. And yeah, so I'm using some wall decals to hide the holes that were already here. And my wreath is up. I put that painting up. I have this 20 by 20 waterfall up. That is a video on my channel. I'll link to it down in the description box. And I also have this palette knife ocean painting that I did last year. And again, the string pull, the first one, and then the rose one. So, over here, we'll start with this area. I have a little tiny fan that is on. It's helping circulate some air around here. I have my fuzzy blanket, and then underneath I have my sort of ugly items that I don't want to be seen. So I have my measuring tape, I have my sewing machine, I'm going to be taking it out and putting it on the desk where its permanent home is going to be. I have two, you can't see the other one, but I have two easels right here. I have my other art kit. This is an art kit from my roommate, and then I have an art kit from my grandmother, and I love the cases, so I've decided to keep them. So that is what's all underneath here. I'm going to set the fan back down. So up here, I have a gift for someone in Arizona. I'm going to Arizona next week, so that's coming with me. This particular thing is something I picked up from Goodwill, and I spray painted it white, and then I spray painted it mint green to match the walls. In here I have a lot of my Arteza paints and some more acrylic colors. This is from the art kit. It's just easier to have them out instead of in the kit. So I have all of my Liquitex basics are here. I love Liquitex basics. Here I have some thumbtacks to hang up some artwork, and I have a painting that I did of the park that's near my house. I have an aloe plant. The first real plant in the studio is the aloe. And the studio is where I sleep, so it's like my bedroom / studio. So over here are my paintbrushes. Now I had 4 things of paintbrushes, but I dwindled them down to just 3. I got my taller ones, I got my more shorter ones, and then of course various paintbrushes and palette knives, and so those are there. Underneath I have my Winsor & Newton Galleria paints, which I love. And then this is my cord organizer that I made for my backpack, which I love, and it does the job very, very well, and I might do a tutorial on that. I have my pencil case from Dollar Tree. This is actually holding this curtain up. So is this. So we're going to have to take that down and then show you what's behind it. But first, I want to come over here. There really isn't much. There's just this little thing full of like random stuff. There's this full of my paint rags, and then under here is just full of like random bits and bobs, like my ceramic thing and hair ties and whatnot. And then this is my 20 by 20 peony painting. So there's that one, which is available on my website, which is linked down below. My old palette is there. I still use it from time to time, but it's just so caked on so badly with paint. It's hard to really use nowadays. I have one of the pastel drawings that I got from Abundance Co. I have my Dollar Tree little wreath things that I made. I'm still thinking of maybe making a DIY tutorial to show you how to make these. They're really simple. I can actually show you right now. I just cut the tops off the flowers and I punched them into styrofoam until they filled the styrofoam up. And then I made a little hook, and it sits on the thumbtack just like that. And they're not heavy, so the thumbtack holds them very well. Okay. There is my backpack. It's empty right now. Nothing is in it. Until tomorrow, I will be packing it up to go to Starbucks. Yes, I do hang out at Starbucks quite often. Here is a Lacree fine art painting I got a very long time ago. It is a postcard of one of her paintings back when I was a Patreon for her Patreon, which I also have a Patreon, and it is linked down below as well. Um, this is just something that holds a palette and a bunch of Arteza acrylics, which I have a video on my channel reviewing Arteza acrylics. I love Arteza acrylics. So there's that. These are kind of random. I just have some winter socks sitting up there. Don't know why they're there. They're just there, so we'll move those. I have my paintbrush holder. This holds my Apple Pencil and all of its containers to charge it. And this is my iPad. It's not the most recent one. It's usable still, but I would like to replace that and get a new one. I have paper here. I have my gouache palette. I have paper, sketch paper, and Arteza watercolor paper. So there's that. In here, I don't really remember what's in here. I don't get into these very much. I don't think there's any art supplies in here, but we'll look. Oh, my sewing book and my pliers are in here. So that's a good thing to know that they're there. So I need these. I need to keep these out. But yeah, my sewing book and more rags. That's really all that's in there is painting rags. So we'll shove this back. And that's about the same that's in there, is just a bunch of painting rags. So if that one has painting rags, then this one has painting rags as well. Up here is something I found at Goodwill, and I decided to use it to hold a bunch of fun little art supplies. So I have the Liquitex Basics inside the glass part, and then on the sides I think this is an incense holder. I think it's supposed to hold like essential oils and incense and all kinds of things. Not sure, but I'm using it to hold art supplies. So there's that. And now we're going to reveal what's behind here. I just have to take off the fabric, so I'm gonna do that off camera, and then we're gonna come back. Okay, so over here I have these two boxes, which are going to be full of paint. I have some paintings here that should be on my website. I have a watercolor artwork from a friend of mine from camp from last year. I have my first. This is officially the first ever oil painting I ever did, and I am very proud of it. It was from a Smart Art box. So we're gonna set this to the side. In here, I'm not gonna open it, but there is some Winsor & Newton watercolors in here, watercolor tubes. But again, I painted this and it's very hard to open with one hand. But I painted on it, and it's not completely done, but I kind of just stopped working on it a long time ago, but I think I might pick it back up again and finish off the bee and the honeycomb. And there for a while I was obsessed with drawing bees. I even drew women with bees and all sorts of things. So I was obsessed with bees there for a while. In here, like I said, is acrylic paint. This is my Arteza paint, and then this is also going to be Arteza paint. And behind here, if you can see in there, it's all canvases. All canvases. You can kind of see it, but it is all canvases. And I do it like that so that they're out of the way. They're not loose like these ones are. These ones are only loose because I don't really have anywhere to store them. I don't have any extra boxes or anything like that. So this is all just canvases and paint over here. Nothing special. This is a book that I hand painted with acrylic paint. It's a blank moleskin sketchbook that I hand painted a while ago. I have a little baby stapler. It's for when I do bookkeeping and I need to staple in receipts in my receipt book. So we're gonna just set those there. This is a watercolor that I did while I was at camp last year. No, this year. Sorry, my bad. This year. I have some pastels, which I don't use as often. I use the white and the black the most because I transfer my artwork onto my canvases, so that helped. I still have my paint from my roommate. He bought me when I first moved in, and I want to do a video on it. It's basically neon and metallic paints. So I want to do a challenge video using only neon colors and only metallic paint. So that's gonna happen soon. This is an empty Van Gogh palette. I've moved all of the Van Gogh paints into a smaller tin, and they are sitting in one of the side pockets of my backpack. I think it's this one. Yes. These are all of the Van Gogh paints that I have. So it's easier to take on the go, and I love it. And I keep it in my backpack as so. So yeah, and the gouache is over on this side. So I have, well, forgot there was artwork there. I have more artwork. I'm gonna move that there. I have Faber-Castell Polychromos, and I love these colored pencils. I love Lyra a lot more. I do have Lyra colored pencils, but I love these two. These are pretty good. So they're just, I don't like the tin because it's hard to carry around. So I've been trying to figure out what to do with being able to travel with these and use them more. So I have packing paper when I'm packaging orders. And basically, it's just artwork, my bookkeeping, my older bookkeeping notebooks, my new ones that I'm about to move to, which I decorated myself. I did not film, but I have my logo on it. I glued watercolor paper on the inside, and this is what the back looks like. But this is going to be my next bookkeeping notebook for my arts and receipts and stuff. So, just like sketchbooks. Have a coupon for foot spa to get my feet or back massaged. Then paintings, 6x6 paintings that are on my website. And then under here you can clearly see all of it's just sketchbooks. That's all it is. I'm not going to go into detail because it's just too many. So when I do my sketchbook tour, I will then show you what is inside such sketchbooks. But anyway, that is the updated area. This is just full of sewing and some artwork, like little tiny canvases, which I need to move down to here. Like postage stuff for sending art, and I have important documents here. I have an 11 by 14 painting here. This is also an oil painting, but it's not my first ever oil painting. So, but this is, I really like how this one turned out. So I do need to do more oil paintings. Here's the string pull video that is live on my channel right now. So yeah. Over here is all my watercolor, which I've already done a video on all of my watercolor. I have canvases, more canvases, watercolor. I have my pin cushion sitting here just so I don't lose it, because if it's not somewhere where I'm gonna see it all the time, I'm gonna lose it. Granted, yes, it is covered up a lot of the time, but when I'm getting in here, I will see it, so I will know where it is. But yes, all of my watercolor I have covered already in a video. I will post it in the description down below. So, long story short, this is my new area, and this is my desk, and very, very happy, and yes, so So there you have it, my newly updated workspace area. As you know, it is in my bedroom, which is why my bed is in it. And I love the desk that I have now. It is amazing. It really helps. It's much better than that small, tiny one that I was using. I can actually sit upright and do artwork, so it's very exciting, and I can't wait for you to see all the videos that I have planned. So I will be linking the videos that I had mentioned in this video down in the description box, along with my website and my Patreon page. If you would like to support this channel a little more, go over to Patreon, and it's only $1 a month. But I do have a few things that are free that you can download and check out. So I hope you all are having a very awesome week and weekend, whatever day you are watching this video. I hope you are enjoying it and it is a good day. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up and click that subscribe button if you would like to see more videos. Sure to click on the notification bell so that you can be notified when I post a new video. So I am trying to keep to a schedule for Wednesdays around 9 a.m. Eastern time. So hopefully that works for you guys. If you would like me to change that, just let me know in the comments down below, and I will see to it that I can fix that. So I hope you enjoy, and see you on the next video. Love you guys, and have a great day.